The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, there's Los Angeles. They're at the 10th position. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got D. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's Big Smooth. And for the Clippers, the two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the center position. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year of marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now here's Beverly, and it's Shorty with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's George. Knocked away. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Leonard, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 5.
Well, the mindset from Kawhi Leonard right there is just making him a monster on the inside. Goes at the defense full head on.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
Shot clock at 2. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
That's why you want a guy like Paul George on the floor. Get him the ball. He has great clock awareness and no panic.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Here's B-Train. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to D. Lets the 3 fly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Williams. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And good that time. He's got 5. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And here's Beverly. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Harrell. That one's not going to go. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's B-Train. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Jermichael Green comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Lou Williams.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Zubac. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Milwaukee. Thompson is double. Aguiar passes to Chan. They get the rebound. Here's Slaughter. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. The Clippers trail. Right side, George. Baseline jumper. Another one falls for the Clippers. 44% overall here in the first quarter. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Misses, and he wants that one back.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And he makes the first. Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. And he makes both free throws. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 4. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. He's checked in for Thompson. .56 seconds left here in the first quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
And he's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Baller. He's covered by Shamet. Baller passes to B. Shot from 16, and he gets it to go.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And that one, good.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The away team, they lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the... Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2000.
My inspiration really came from my mother, you know, her dealing with.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment. Oh, wow.
Hello. That's a beautiful jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And Beverly kicks to Harkless. Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock is at 3. Here's Shamet. And it's good. 2 points.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always dead. Thank you.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Leonard with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Misses off the left iron. B, he's covered by Shamet, and there's the pass to Baller. Gets an open look and hits. Baller's got 6 in the quarter.
This offense just continues to impress. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harrell dishes to Williams. Harkless with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 6. That's good from Williams on the assist by Harkless.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Inside. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Right now, no shaking sweet Lou. When he's close to the basket, he's good at looking off the defense.
And a huge piece of the Tobias Harris trade last year, Brent. Landry Shamet shows a lot of promise.
And interesting for Lambo, as they call him, at age 22 out of Wichita State, to come into the league, show his ability to shoot from the three-point line, shot 40% from deep while taking over 4 a game last year, seemed very comfortable in seeking out the line. And the opportunity for him now with the star power around him, a lot more is going to open up for Landry Shamet to be a 3rd or 4th guy on the offensive end to make some major contributions.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Out to the right wing. Chan defended by Harkless. Here's Chan. Nailed from three-point land. 8 points for him.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And the rejection by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Clippers trail by 8. Williams passes to Green. Williams against Thompson. Fires for 3, and Lou Williams hits from deep. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Lou Williams still has some nasty handles. I love him busting out some of those tricky moves from time to time.
Thompson up top. He's guarded by Williams. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. Clippers on defense. It's a 5-point game. Thompson with the bucket.
Got to be a little bit more aggressive defending him from that range. He can be dangerous.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
So good at driving to the rim. Even though he's a little bit older, Williams still with great speed, change of pace, and picks the right angle.
Here's Shorty, defended by George. Here's Shorty. Empty that time from Leonard. And we've reached halftime in this one. The away team, they lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courts. Hey. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on checking out the visiting team. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. Not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench.
And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Lou Williams.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 side. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. Williams up on top. Outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Harrell, that's good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
On 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Passes it to D. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Poked loose. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
To the right side. Here's B-Train. He's guarded by Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You've combined 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other 2 are maneuvering around. They're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And all of those guys, yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Lou Williams.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Leonard looking over the floor. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
When you look at this visiting team, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
And George kicks to Leonard. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's B-Train. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And give them credit for the work they've done at the line. Nothing new. They're always impressive in terms of free throw shooting, but still worth mentioning.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and stolen by Harrell. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
To the inside, right wing, releases. And that one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And that one drops.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And it's Green in for Landry Shamet. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Pass to Leonard. Fade away. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
Pass to Chan. Fires the 3. Green with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The 3 from George. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
The adjustments they've made offensively
They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
The pass to Zubac. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his first foul. Maurice Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. 54 seconds left to play in the third. A nice shot by George.
Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
And that's how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Harkless the pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, that might have been sped up a little bit for Paul George. He knew the defense was there, and he let it rip a little sooner.
Thompson against Beverly. Now Thompson. He's got 8. Passes it to Big Daddy. Back to Thompson. Fires the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got 11 points. And so it's the visiting team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Clippers trail by 6. D out there with money. Then it's Big Smooth. Then it's Thompson. And it's Chan in at the shooting guard position. Knocked loose. He lobs it up.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And they're moving it up. Thompson outside. And he lays it straight in. And it's 7 points for Big Smooth.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
George hacks a 2-pointer. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship, because he's on another planet right now.
Here's Chan. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
To the paint. Fast break. Here we go. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Pretty devastating, actually, to turn the ball over like that and surrender 2 more points.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Chalk up 2 there.
He's pretty even-keeled, does Paul George. Never too high or too low. And even with the defense on him, task at hand, score, and he did.
Here's Shorty. Shoots from the elbow. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Clippers trail by 15. Green dishes to Williams. And the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. George takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Pass to D. The tray drains the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Hey, who's watching now?
Beverly looking around. Here's Shorty, defended by Beverly.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Right side George. And George with the stuff.
Now, a lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
It's deflected. Here's B-Train. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from D.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that. Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Down low. Outside Leonard. Beverly wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists tonight.
And becoming more of a staple of his attack offensively. You give Beverly a look from deep, and he'll make it.
Out to the right wing, and the pass to Shorty. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to D. Five on the clock. Second shot opportunity. The offensive rebound. Pass to Shorty. To the paint. Here's George. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. .111 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up. The pass to Slaughter. Here's Shorty.
Screen, screen, screen.
Passes to D. The three-pointer is right on target.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now here's George. Defense is right there. Just 5 to shoot. Again, Los Angeles.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Here's Shorty. Pass to D. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for